garbage. But as Adam's personal flight attendant, he finally found his voice.
Is it to your taste, sir?
Absolutely delicious.
Stick around Pine Valley long enough and they'll make you a star. Here's All My Children. This is So Fine, your line to ABC Daytime.
Knock, knock. No, Alice. Hi.
Oh, hi.
Oh, looks like we've interrupted a major train of thought here.
Justice, Sandra Day O'Connor. Oh, your cover story in your book report. No, of course, I remembered. Here, it's here somewhere.
So, now that Mom's a judge, think she'll ever serve Supreme Court?
Oh, you know what? If your mom plays her cards right, she is going to make a superior court justice.
Medical books?
Research. I think we should have more women like your mom in government. You know it?
Research for Temple? You're not sick, are you?
No, I'm fine.
Well, who's sick? Oh, no. No.
So you've ruled out the GBS thing that Gloria was so worried about?
Guillain-Barré syndrome.
Yeah, we've ruled out hemolytic anemia as well. We are concerned about elevated bilirubin levels, the possibility of liver dysfunction.
Well, Joe, just level with me. This thing in my stomach is not going to paralyze me, right?
We want to run more tests, Adam.
Come on, Joe. You force-fed enough chalk juice down my gullet to choke an army. I'm through with tests. No. I'm going home.
I know you're impatient. I understand that. But making a diagnosis takes time.
Get back in bed, Adam.
No. We need to run more tests.
No. I've had enough of tests. I've had tests up to here, Joe. No more tests.
Adam, please get back in bed.
I'm not paralyzed. There's nothing wrong with me.
Keep improving. We'll release you in a few days.
Where the devil did you hide my shoes?
Listen to what the doctor is telling you, Adam. It's why you pay him.
Look, I've suffered enough in this torture chamber. I'm going home to enjoy what's left of my life.
Joe, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Look, here's a number of symptoms we just can't not explain. Want to rerun the peripheral blood smear. We need to keep an eye on liver function. Can't you persuade him to stay on?
I heard that.
Well, you know Adam as well as I do. Once he's made his mind up, he's like a mule.
Well, that may be, but you've got to try. Because whether he wants to admit it or not, he is one sick man.
Mrs. Daggett, I'm on my knees here. I'm begging you. No, Tiffany had to cancel. She has a toothache or something. If I don't get a babysitter in 5 minutes, yeah, I'm not going to be able to go to work. Come
Where is it? I looked in my room last night. Now I can't find it.
No, 9 to 3.
Jack, you
No,
told me
3 to
so
5:30.
I can't find it.
Don't you think you can do that tomorrow? Why don't I give you the name of my barber? Hold on.
Will you shut up?
Sorry. Harold, be quiet.
No, I don't think he does manicures.
Where is it? It's a beige book. I left it on the table.
It's right there.
Now, who would put it on the table?
Hold on, okay? Will you just touch up? No, sweetheart, not you. Hang on, hold your horses. I'll be right there. Mrs. Daggett, what's it going to be, huh?
I can't find it. I looked on the table and it's not there.
9 to 3. Cover, you ready to go to work?
Thank you very much. A lot of very, very good ideas. I look forward to getting together again soon. Keep up the good...
Hello, Alec.
Hello, Jane. Janet, excuse me. Why are you here? What do you want?
Do I have to want something? I mean, can I just drop by and say hello to an old friend and invite you to lunch?
Well, seeing as I haven't laid eyes on you since the day Harold broke up your wedding...
I'll forget about the darn dog. They're having a lunch special at the Valley Inn. Caesar salad with a grilled chicken breast. It's your favorite.
Well, that's very nice, but I'm busy.
Oh. Well, drink after work, perhaps? Dinner?
My schedule's very full.
I see. Well, I guess I'll just bite the bullet and get to the point then.
Mm-hmm.
You may have heard that I'm taking Trevor to court to get my parental rights reinstated. I need a character witness.
Oh, boy, you're barking up the wrong tree.
All you have to do is show up in court and tell the truth.
No, Janet, I don't think so.
Please, just say we were friends. That we used to talk about the kids. You would talk about Jamal, I would talk about Amanda. You said yourself that you thought I was a good mother. Please just tell that to the judge. If you don't, I may lose my daughter forever.
If you say one word in her defense, if you even utter the words Janet and mother in the same sentence, you're fired.
It's Adam, isn't it? All this research is about Adam and his tummy ache.
It's a little more serious than a tummy ache.
I agree. It is serious.
Oh, Jamal, you know what? I just remembered what I did with all your things. I gave them to Alice. You know where her desk is? It's down the hall by the lounge where the vending machines are.
I know where that is.
Okay.
I'll go find it.
All righty. Look, don't give me a hard time, all right? You were at the hospital. I said to you his symptoms rang a bell.
You said you couldn't quite put your finger on it. Then you laughed and said you were going to go home and live your life like you ought to.
All right, so sue me. My curiosity got the better of me. You know how I am sometimes, so I started to do a little digging.
A little digging? Look at all this
Look,
stuff.
Adam's condition is serious. I have a wealth of information at my fingertips. Why shouldn't I use it?
I just don't want to see you get tangled up in an ugly no-win situation again, Brooke.
Well, whatever happened to love thy enemy,
You want to pick a fight?
No, I don't want to pick a fight. I don't want to get involved with Adam again. What he does is none of my business. I am just understandably curious about the condition his health is in right now. That's it. It's plain and simple. Look, you know, chalk it up to the hazard of my profession, all right? Yeah, a writer who gets an idea is like a hungry dog with a bone. I mean, I was just reading a fascinating article when you and Jamal came in here. It was about allergic reaction.
Brooke, just don't get sucked in again.
You know, you really don't understand. When I solve the problem, I will drop it. But in the meantime, I want to know what it is that is so familiar to me about Adam's condition. The stomach cramps, the stinging in the hands and the feet. The symptoms are driving me crazy.
Polyneuropathy, decreased reflexes, general weakness. It's definitely not acute gastritis.
I know, and I'm more worried than you are.
He needs to be under medical supervision. Way, if he needs help, it'll be available for him.
Joe, I'm completely helpless. All I can do is suggest that he comes back for more tests, but that doesn't mean that Adam's going to listen to me. Let
Joe,
alone.
stop trying to frighten my wife.
Look,
I
Adam,
have every right to check out of this hospital anytime I want. Now, come on. Darling, we're going home.
You're making a mistake.
I'm sorry, Joe.
Goodbye, Doctor.
This is a private conversation, Haley.
What did you just say?
You heard me.
Can't we go someplace else?
You can leave.
Haley, let me handle this.
Please just give me a few minutes with him.
Oh, why? So you can beg for mercy and claim you're reformed? You're not touching my baby cousin, not as long as I'm around to stop you.
She's being so unfair.
Don't try to con him.
I've changed.
Really? And what was that dragging my Uncle Trevor back to the altar? A flashback?
I had no choice, Haley. What I did for Amanda. My own flesh and blood, the strongest connection there is. Alec knows. Remember all those nights we stayed up late talking about your flesh and blood son, Jamal?
I remember talking to Jane Cox.
Well, that was me.
Well...
You wanted to buy Jamal presents. I helped you make a list.
Oh, really? Automatic weapons? Power tools?
I stood by you during your custody hearing. I was your friend. I cared. I helped you. Now I need your help. You know better than anybody what it's like to go through being separated from your only child.
You're not actually listening.
I'm not asking you for anything but to go to court and tell the truth. Just tell them that we were friends, that I'm not crazy. You know how much I love Amanda. I am begging you, parent to parent, to take the stand to testify on my behalf. Will you?
We're all waiting for an answer, Alec. I want to know, too. Will you?
All My Children, brought to you by Tylenol PM to ease your nighttime pain and help you sleep safely. Rest easy, it's Tylenol PM.
Hey, sweetheart, Amanda, it's okay, really. I'm sorry.
No, Tim, can you help me with this?
Yeah, I got it. 5, 4, there we go. It's easy.
There you go. Everything's calm again, okay, sweetheart?
Isn't that alarm system cool, Amanda?
Amanda, you want to eat your oatmeal? Tim, you got to get to school.
I know. Come on, Harold. I'll put him out in the back.
Amanda?
All right, I'll see you guys at the school. Come on, Harold.
See you later, Jim.
Yeah, look.
Come on. Good boy, come on.
Come on, Harold. Don't forget to lock the
I'll put him in the
gate.
backyard. I got it.
You have a good day,
All
okay?
right, see you guys later.
My babysitter flaked out.
Trevor, are those two off-duty cops sitting in that unmarked cop car in front of your house?
You darn tootin' they are. I'm not taking any chances. Plus, we got our own sentry, don't we, huh? Who's that? Say Harold. Yeah. Harold's Canine Protection Service on the job.
How do you think all this is something you have to do?
Hey, you do the same thing too, pal. I mean, look at this face. I'm not going to let anybody harm a hair on your head, but not to worry. Pretty soon, the hearing will be over, and we'll send Janet from another planet back to Pluto.
Mommy.
Please don't listen to Haley. She doesn't understand. She's not a mother.
Oh, and he does.
Yes. Amanda and I love each other. We need each other. Please don't let them keep us apart.
Okay. You want to compare you and Amanda to me and Jamal?
There is no comparison.
Yes, because they tried to take your son away from you.
Okay. Do you remember what happened? What the final conclusion was? I let go. I gave up Jamal. Because in the end, even I could see that he belonged with Tom and Livia. In other words, I had to let go of what I wanted to do what was best for my child. And Janet, that is what I advise you do.
But this is different. Amanda wants to be with me. She calls me Mommy. She cries when I say goodbye.
Of course she does. She's a baby.
But you don't understand. This is different. Trevor is not fair and generous like Tom and Livia. No, Trevor is mean, and he's vicious. He won't let me spend any time with Amanda whatsoever, not 5 minutes under guard. I am her mother, and he is trying to cut me out of her life forever.
I'm sorry. I can't help you.
This is your fault, Haley.
I'd really like to take credit, but I can't. Because anybody who knows you sides with my Uncle Trevor.
What, are you afraid of her? You know, last time she tried to get you fired, Adam refused. She's bluffing.
For your information, my father no longer owns this company. I do.
Adam turns enchantment over to you? Well, congratulations, Haley. I guess all that math tutoring paid off.
Oh, yes, Janet, I owe it all to you.
I remember it like it was yesterday, being up in your room, listening to the heavy metal music and talking equations. We had fun.
Do you really think that teaching me the square root of x squared makes up for what you've done?
Okay, so I have problems. Why do you always dwell on the bad stuff? What about the good stuff? What about all the times I tried to help you? Who helped you find out that Adam was your father? I set that up.
Yes. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, but not to help me. No, you did it for your own selfish reasons. See, I was on to you by then. And you wanted to throw me off track. Heck, you wanted me derailed. Congratulations, you got your wish.
I did you a favor.
I had a wonderful father. Once. Harry Vaughn. Now, thanks to you, Adam Chandler's my old man. You call that doing someone a favor?
She's out of control.
Okay. Janet, you got your answer. You can go.
Just because someone is your flesh and blood parent does not make him a good father. Or mother, in your case.
Alec, please call me if you change your mind.
You're a lousy, rotten, horrible excuse for a parent. Get out.
You know where to reach me.
And don't come back. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for turning her down. Can you believe the nerve?
Can I believe her nerve? Yes. Can I believe your nerve? Where do you get off putting my job on the line?
First thing I want is for you to sit down.
Oh, by all means, I must recover from that grueling 5-minute limo ride home.
Then I want you to let me make some chamomile tea.
All right, just stop fussing.
Adam, you really need to rest.
No, what I need is my life back. I need my home and my family. Bring me the mail. Oh, would you mind terribly bringing me the mail that's over there on my desk?
No, I don't mind. If you promise to stay right here while I tell Winifred that we're home and she can make some tea.
I promise. Sacred code of honor.
I'll be back.
Bills, 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 bills. Nothing from Sky, nothing from Junior. Not even a get well card. Winifred? Gloria? Do I have to do everything myself?
Adam Chandler. Who are you? Leon Zambersky. I'm an insurance agent. I represent a company that owns the Lenox Street warehouse. So,
Yeah?
nobody told you. Bearer of bad news, as usual. Mr. Chandler, the warehouse and the warehouse's contents burned down over the weekend.
The Lenox Street warehouse?
Pile of ashes, sir. And the inventory that you were storing there, rubble. Just rubble. I'm sorry. Could I come in?
Oh, yes. Thank you. What did you say your name was?
Zambersky. Leon Zambersky.
Yeah, go on in.
Thank you. I won't take much of your time, sir. I just have to ask you a couple of questions. Thanks. About the material that you were storing at the warehouse, were there any combustibles? Paint, gasoline, anything like that?
No. They were baby things. Baby furniture, baby toys, things like that. No combustibles. Not even a shell.
Just a pile of ashes and rubble.
And they don't know how the fire started.
Oh, it's arson. It's arson. They think they know who did it.
You're late, Janet. Where's your friend?
I need a drink.
Have ice water. You couldn't convince Alec McIntyre to testify?
Oh, I never got a fair chance. Because Pine Valley's premier grudge holder, Adam Chandler's tramp of a daughter, got in my way.
Excuse me?
Never mind. Alec doesn't want to stick his neck out, so you might as well just cross him off the list. Which means there's only one person in this whole town that's willing to testify to my good character.
Kendall Hart.
A convicted perjurer. A woman I met behind bars. Great. What can I tell you? Nobody likes me. No matter how hard I try. The only person that cares about me is Amanda. And she's too young to get on the stand.
It's not hopeless, Janet. I've done more research, and I'm far from pessimistic about your case.
You really think there's hope?
In my professional opinion, I think there's a good chance that the judge will see things our way.
Are you saying that Amanda and I might be together again soon?
I am cautiously optimistic.
I miss her so much. I want to hold her. I want to rock her in my arms and brush her beautiful hair. Kiss her sweet face goodnight.
You have to be patient.
Well, I'm scared. I mean, she's just a little girl. She hasn't seen me in so long. What if she forgets I'm her mommy?
Amanda, honey, Mommy can't be with us. She's gone to that special place we've talked about. Remember heaven? Mommy's an angel in heaven with God. And God knows we miss her. Yes, we do, but she's up there in heaven, and she's happy. She's looking over us.
Hey, Trevor. Maybe that'll help.
Thanks. Amanda, this is a picture of Mommy when she was living with us. Remember, is that Mommy? Yes, Amanda, it is Mommy. Look, I'm sorry you got confused by that other woman. Your daddy was confused, too. But she wasn't Mommy. Not even close. This is the real doll. She was the most beautiful doll on the face of the earth, and now she's the most beautiful angel in heaven. Yes, she is. And I know it's sad for us, but she's not coming back, Amanda. She's not. And we're not going to see her for a long time. Till we're gone to heaven. I know it's no picnic growing up without her, and I need to learn a lot in the Mr. Mom department. I sure do, eh? I'm not perfect, but I'm here for you, Amanda. Through thick and thin. Whatever you need. Your dad, he ain't ever gonna let you down.
What kind of a criminal burns a warehouse full of baby things? Vandals and arsonists.
Teenagers, Mr. Chandler. Teenagers. Apparently, there's a gang of young thugs who've been causing quite a stir in the Lenox Street area since about Christmas. The police are just now starting to move in.
But burning baby things?
I know, it's terrible. It's terrible. So, okay, sir, if you send a carbon of each of these to your insurance agent, you'll be all set. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Mr.
Appreciate it, Zembursky.
Zembursky.
Leon.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Good night.
Good night.
Rowdy cutthroat should be in jail. You heard?
Let me help you back to your chair. Your tea's ready.
Gloria, the Lenox Street warehouse has been burned to the ground.
Nice and sweet, just the way you like it.
All the honest things are gone.
Winifred made cookies.
Sweetheart, I'm sorry.
Adam, don't.
Please, I want you to talk to me about this.
Just please don't, okay? Don't.
Gloria, please, I want you to... We've got to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about any fire. Have a cookie.
You mean you don't want to talk about Anna?
They're delicious.
Be honest, that's it, isn't it?
I don't want to talk about anything unpleasant.
Gloria, you're upset because everything our daughter had has been destroyed.
I'm not upset.
All right, fine, you're sad. Well, I'm sad. I miss her. We're both grieving for our daughter.
For the last time, I'm fine.
Darling, the best way we can help each other is to talk about it.
Just drop it, okay? Shut up and leave it alone.
I hope you know what you're doing with Adam.
This time I do.
Famous last words.
Listen, don't worry about me. All right? It drives me...
Hey, Alice had enough information for me to ace this project.
Well, I hope it goes a lot better than your science project went last fall.
Mrs. Dweebhart took us on a field trip, and we had to collect plants. I collected a whole bag of poison ivy by mistake.
We took it as a sign. We figured when he's ready for school, it ought to be an Ivy League school.
Hardy har har, Dad.
Yeah, well.
Thank you, Brooke.
Oh, you're very welcome, Jamal.
You take care of yourself.
You too. All right, good luck with your project.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Poison ivy. Please let me be wrong.
Stay tuned. All My Children will return here on ABC.
All My Children. It's more than a storyline. It's a legacy.
I mean, I wrote this article 4 years ago. Maybe, I don't remember. Maybe it was just a mistake. I have to tell Adam.
Gloria, it hurts to talk about Anna. But we have to. We have to open up to each other and say what we feel.
We've said it already. Now, would you care to read a magazine or a book? Maybe watch some television?
I would like for you to stop changing the subject every time I bring up our daughter's name.
I'm dealing with it my own way.
By burying it, Gloria?
A bunch of baby stuff was burned. So what? Who cares?
Well, others could have used them, maybe. Babies at the homeless shelter, for instance.
It was completely useless. And you know what? I'm glad it's gone, because now we don't have to talk about it, think about it, or discuss it ever again. Now, can we please change the topic of conversation, or should I go for a walk in the garden? Fine.
No, Gloria, wait. Don't go. I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
Yes. Will you accept mine?
Oh, yes, of course, anytime, for anything. We'll just table the past and stick to the future.
Definitely. We'll just think about the future.
You threatened to fire me over something that isn't even related to enchantment.
Wrong. Any person willing to get up and testify in a public courtroom to the good character of Janet Green is not someone I want representing this company.
You better listen to me. You own the majority of stock. You chair the board of directors. You're my boss.
It's
But
okay.
you are not going to tell me...
It's okay. Listen, you did the right thing. You turned her down. That's that.
No, Haley, that is not that. Damn it. This was a personal decision. This didn't have anything to do with work. You don't have a right to express an opinion, much less threaten to can me over it.
Excuse me? I don't have a right to express an opinion?
That's right. When it's none of your business, you don't. What do you think? Because we have a relationship outside the office, you got a right to come in here and tell me what to do? You think you're going to be a stormtrooper and come in and lay down the law?
I'm actually standing here defending myself
Don't!
against Janet
Hey,
Green.
don't! Great! Don't defend yourself. I don't give a damn what you think about Janet. You think whatever you want. Just don't tell me what to think. You better get over it. You better forget that you are boss anywhere but in the boardroom.
And I suppose that you are boss everywhere else.
Oh.
Is that it, Alex? Is that what you're trying to say?
No,
What kind of
that
a
is-
big stance is that, Alex? I thought you had some sort of enlightenment.
You know that that is not what I'm saying. Don't do this. I hate it when you do this. You're trying to turn this into something social. This is personal, between you and me.
Only you didn't live through what I lived through with that woman. Listen to me. She is a lot more than an algebra tutor with cool taste in music. Do you understand me? She stole my Aunt Natalie's life. She tied me to a chair and held me prisoner. She shot my friend Brian. She's a convicted murderer. What was I supposed to do, Alec? Do you expect me to sit back and watch while the CEO of my company testifies so she can get her grubby little paws on my baby cousin Amanda? It's not going to happen, Alec. It won't happen, not while I can stop it. No way she gets near Amanda. I'll kill that vulture first. Do you understand me? I'll kill her.
Amanda's asleep? Yes. Hey, you looked over the Gilman brief. What do you think?
I don't think you should have any trouble at all.
Oh, music to my ears.
You did nice work with it.
Thanks. Look, Judge Kramer's clerk's going to be coming to the office around 2 to pick up the discovery.
You want me to talk to her?
Yeah, could you do that?
I'll give her the package and I'll tell her that you're just working out of your house today.
Thanks.
Sure.
Thanks.
I don't know how you do it, Trevor. I mean, a single parent with a teenager and a toddler in the house, working out of the house, this is the stuff of which nightmares are made.
Well, I work for this law firm. The senior partner's Prince. He's very flexible.
Geez.
There you go.
Thanks. I think you just like the juggling act myself.
Nah, I like the challenge. I mean, after Vietnam, working dirty all those years, I never thought I'd see another challenge in my life. And then comes Nat, the kids. They could teach Ho Chi Minh a few tricks, huh? The way they bomb a place. No, the truth is, Jack, kids are my life.
I know that, Trevor. I know that. Maybe I shouldn't say anything, but I'm thinking that maybe you should prepare yourself to be just a little more flexible. I think there's a chance that Janet just might win this case. And you're going to have to share Amanda with her mother.
The good news is you gave up your parental rights for Amanda less than 48 hours after you gave birth.
That's good news?
Mm-hmm. It was too soon. I mean, you obviously did it under duress. It's a defense, Janet. You signed the adoption papers because you were suffering severe mental instability combined with postpartum depression.
Well, the only reason I let my sister adopt my baby was because, well, Nat was nice then, and she loved Amanda so much, and she was married to Trevor. I wanted my baby to have two loving parents.
That's right. With no way of knowing your sentence would be commuted, your sister would die, you did what was best for your daughter.
But that's what I've always wanted, what was best for Amanda.
Tell that to the judge.
You really think so?
I'm sure of it. The court's mission is to protect the welfare of minor children.
Little girls need their mommies, Belinda. And Amanda and I, we have that special mother-daughter relationship that everybody wants. I teach her to do things like washing her hair, and we sing songs and we play. And she's a terrific artist. Just like I am. I mean, she loves to draw, and she's very coordinated. I'm a good mother. And there's no way that Trevor or anybody else can prove differently.
So what you're saying here is that this judge is going to let little Miss Looney Tunes just horn in on my kid.
Trevor, what I'm saying is that look, the real thorn in your side is the fact that Janet is Amanda's mother.
By accident. Not by intention. Natalie was the real mother.
I know that, Trevor, but her lawyer is going to try to prove that since Janet is rehabilitated, since she's paid her price to society, that she deserves another chance.
This system didn't work. And she's a killer. Look what she did to Laurel.
Don't you think I think about that every night? But we can't prove it, Trevor.
Oh, come on, Jack. She's as guilty as sin.
Trevor, we can't bring into court what we don't have proof for. You know that.
We can bring in the lies. We can prove the fraud.
We can prove and document unconventional behavior till the cows come home. But I don't think that's going to be enough to keep Janet away from Amanda entirely.
There's one question that I have to ask before this strategy session goes any further, Janet, and it's very important. Since your sentence was commuted and you were released from jail, have you done anything? Anything that can be interpreted as wrong that I ought to know about?
No.
If you have, now is the time to let me know.
No, I've been a model citizen, Belinda.
All right. I am glad to hear that. Well, our strategy's simple. Since Trevor has rejected every offer we've made to settle out of court, he must be acting out of some wounded male pride.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's crazy. He looks at me and he goes nuts.
Mm-hmm. And that's what the judge needs to see. Wounded pride in action. Anger in the courtroom. And considering whom we're dealing with, that shouldn't be too hard to arrange.
Just doesn't make any sense. Janet's rights are more important than Amanda's. Who did Amanda kill? The justice system is throwing an innocent child to the wolves. It's a joke. It's a sick joke. Janet's the one that should be... Damn it, now I woke
Trevor,
up.
listen, don't worry. If we lose, we'll appeal, and we'll just keep appealing until we...
That witch is dead meat.
Yeah, in the summer, how about a cruise to Alaska?
We'll eat caviar every night and watch the Aurora Borealis from the deck of the ship. How does that sound?
Wonderful.
Or maybe Europe? 2 weeks London, 2 weeks Paris, or maybe even 4 weeks in the South Seas. Whatever is your pleasure.
Sounds too good to be true.
We have the whole world to explore. We'll leave nothing out, nothing, except big parties. I much prefer smaller, intimate gatherings, just the people we love, even if it's just the two of us. It's more than enough for me.
And more than enough for me. Adam, you've not even touched those cookies.
I would not eat that cookie if my... Do you know what Lucretia puts in those things? She puts bran husks in them. They taste like gravel. I would kill for some really good food, meringue or creme brulee or even a hot fudge sundae.
Or maybe some rice pudding. I could pop it into the microwave and then top it with some warm whipped cream.
Oh, you are an angel.
I'll be right back.
Why do I hire people? What do I have? I pay them good money and everything here. Brooke, what an unexpected surprise.
I went to the hospital. They said that you left. Are you okay? What happened?
Those idiots, they call themselves doctors, couldn't find out what was wrong with me, so I signed myself up.
They couldn't find out what's wrong because they don't know what to look for.
Well, if you're about to suggest that I go back for more tests, you can...
You don't have to go back for more tests. That's what I came to tell you. I know what's wrong with you.
Sorry, I woke you up before in my big gruff voice. Daddy loves you. You know that, don't you? And Harold loves you, too. You know that, too, don't you? You're very special, Lamb Chop. And Daddy's always going to be there to take care of you. Yes, he will. Nothing's ever gonna come between you and me.
Hello? Yes, one for lunch, please. Thank you.
I'm so lucky I found you, Belinda. I felt like dirt after Alec and Haley dumped on me, but here I am walking out of here feeling like $1 million.
Thanks for lunch, Janet.
Oh, you're welcome. You really think I have a chance?
I really think you have a chance.
Oh, happy day. happy, happy day.
Come on.
Hiya.
Hello.
I'm expecting a business associate for lunch, Mr. Ken Nelson. Is that Mr. Nelson?
I'm sorry, Ms. Vaughn. I don't know this
Yeah,
gentleman.
I bet that's my guy. Ken Nelson? Listen, I'm sorry I'm late.
You know what's wrong with me.
I'm 99.9% sure.
What? It's amazing. All those doctors and all those tests, they don't have a clue, but you know what's wrong with me.
I was at the hospital when Joe told us what your symptoms were, and they rang a bell, and I wondered why, and today I remembered why that was. I wrote an article for Temple Magazine 4 years ago. It was about the same thing, Adam. I guess I didn't remember because I didn't want to remember.
Ooh, that sounds ominous. Well, how long do I have, Doc?
Fine. Fine, go ahead and laugh.
All right. What disease of the week did you write about 4 years ago that I have come down with? And is it fatal?
It wasn't a medical article, Adam. It was an article about a criminal case, a murder. You don't have a disease. You're being poisoned.
Oprah. If you're a parent, you won't want to miss today's show. Oprah goes undercover to reveal how easy it is for your kids to buy booze, cigarettes, even porn.